Sister Rashida is asking, what do you do when the khatib is telling the congregation at Jummah that there's something special about Rajab and that we should not do something special or say things like, we shouldn't celebrate Isra and Mi'raj. So a bit of a,
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I remember once listening to Shaykh Umar Sulaiman, Hafidhahullah, may Allah preserve him. And he was talking about Mawlid. And he said it's important to remember that people who celebrate Mawlid are doing so out of love for the Prophet ﷺ. And he said people who don't celebrate Mawlid, maybe in their perspective, they don't celebrate Mawlid out of love for the Prophet ﷺ. And I just thought that that was just such a beautiful perspective, that although I don't agree with that khatib, I don't agree with what that imam was saying, I do recognize that in his understanding, he might be trying to practice a deen that is free of any additions, accretions, innovations, and he's doing so in a spirit of devotion. Our difference on that matter is one of knowledge. We have a difference of perspective. As far as the pleasure of God being sought, we absolutely agree on that. We absolutely agree that we want to perform our action in a way that God accepts it. We agree about that. We disagree about what that entails. And for me, that's a tolerable disagreement, right? That's a tolerable disagreement. But if one of us thought, who cares about worshiping God, and the other thought God should be worshiped, that's a less tolerable disagreement. But if we disagree on how that is supposed to happen, I think we can agree to disagree on that. And I think it's also important to acknowledge that often people like that are afraid of falling into some kind of error, into some kind of sin with regard to their relationship with Allah. They have a kind of wara, they have a kind of scrupulousness. And that is also something respectable, even if we disagree with the position they've taken.